There is no road, no track leading here, just a path trodden by each man since his birth. We are in the south of China, the province of Guangxi. Cut off from the rest of the world, dozens of villages are slowly dying out. With no schools and no jobs, the youngest have already left, and the oldest are being buried there. The Chinese government has made a decision. In a few months' time, no one will live here anymore. The village will be abandoned, with everyone rehoused in the nearest town. On the other side of the valley, in the village of Xiao Jiang, one man has decided otherwise. Yuan Feng Huang has begun to fight. It's a fight against isolation, a fight for life.
Even lower.
There are no roads in our mountains, and we must rely only on ourselves. So I had the idea of building a road. No matter what the cost, I had to do my best.
Close to North Vietnam, the Guangxi Mountains form a natural fortress difficult to access. Yuan Feng decided to build his road here. It would follow the bed of the river, digging into the mountain for more than 5 kilometers. A mammoth task without any outside help. One day, perhaps, the village of Xiao Jiang will be accessible by road. For now, its last remaining inhabitants are clinging onto life. With no roads and no businesses, Xiao Jiang must be self-sufficient. In the Chinese countryside, everyone knows how to survive. The animals reared here and the vegetables grown here feed the whole community.
You want to carry on this afternoon?
Of course we must carry on, otherwise we'll never finish.
How do you feel?
Okay.
You sure?
Sure, I'm a little tired, but that's inevitable. Even though it's tiring, we have to build it quickly.
Ton Hui is worried about her father. For several months, an invisible evil has been gnawing away at him, exhausting him.
When I learned that I had cancer, I simply told my family not to worry. That it wasn't a problem. It happened to other families too.
When I heard that my father was sick, I decided to stop my studies and take care of him. I felt that looking after him would allow me to improve his health and help him to acquire some good habits.
Yes, you're right. That's good.
From the time my father fell ill, he insisted on building the road. I can understand why he wanted to do that. Everyone's life will improve. So I hope that we'll finish the road as soon as possible. Once it's built, it'll be good for everyone. And at the same time, my father will be able to rest.
At barely 50, Huang Feng didn't think he'd be diving into such an ambitious project. The construction of a road for his village was what he wanted to do in 10 years' time, at retirement age. But his fight against cancer meant that he couldn't plan for the future, so the road had to be built now.
My father's a man who has many, many dreams. He has many things to accomplish. He's brave and has a big heart. He's very unselfish, too.
Right, let's go home.
Okay, let's go.
We've finished for today. We'll carry on tomorrow.
"20 years ago, Huang Feng and his wife left their native village so that their children could go to school. Today, the family lives in Yongfu, a city of 200,000 inhabitants that is constantly growing. Children at university, a car, a comfortable apartment. Huang Feng owes his success to willpower and tenacity.
I worked as a woodcutter for 18 years, and then for an electricity company in the province of Guangxi. I'd have taken any job as long as it brought me more money. The risks and the danger hardly mattered.
But in 1998, the life of an unassuming man was turned into a nightmare. That day in the village, Huang Feng was helping his neighbors build their house. He had to saw some planks, and that's what he did until the accident.
It's because just then, somebody called me, "Wang, come to dinner." I turned around and bang, I'd sawn off my fingers. When I injured myself, I was at home. And in those days, there was no road. So without a road, it took me 3 hours to get to hospital. My fingers were lost permanently. That's why my hand's in this state.
This tragedy shocked Huang Feng. With no road to get to the hospital, people could still die in his village, and he couldn't have that.
It's hard to build a road, but we must do it. We must make more effort. And we must get up earlier in the morning and return later in the evening.
For a few months now, a brand new road has enabled Huang Feng to get closer to his village. China is investing massively in its road network, which currently extends to over 4 million kilometers. But in these mountainous regions, they concentrate on the main arteries. So trade between the towns and cities grows, while the rural areas struggle to sell their production. Beyond the mandarin trees, which stretch as far as the eye can see, a secondary road disappears into the mountains. Like other villages, Xiao Jiang remains inaccessible.
Hey guys, that's not very nice. These ducks aren't very bright yet. They never stop for us. But they know nothing. They get so happy at the sight of water. Are you going home for lunch?
Got anything to eat?
I'm going home to see. This hamlet, like Xiao Jiang, belongs to our Yao minority. There are around 60 inhabitants. And the road that I'm building begins here. There was no road before. When people wanted to leave, they had to go via the other side. It's very steep here. All the paths up through the mountains are steep and difficult to climb.
Not so long ago, coming to this region by car was completely unthinkable. In 1 month, 3 kilometers of road towards the village have already been built. But there is still a lot to do to go up the valley, following the bed of the river hemmed in by the steep mountains. Many people are impatient to reach Xiao Jiang by road, but for now, it's impossible. Equipped with a pneumatic drill, the mechanical digger is now tackling a very hard rock. Painstaking work where every broken block of stone is a minor victory.
It won't work. We'll break it. Stop.
The meal will be ready soon. The radishes are ready. Mother, hurry up. I'm hungry.
When I fell ill, my family were immediately worried. My parents, my wife, my daughter, and my son. Each of them has been very considerate. Despite my illness, I'm really happy. I feel joyful.
In the village, everything is quiet. The road is closer than it's ever been, but it remains invisible. Soon, nature will erase all trace of the ancient paths. With the road, there'll be no need to walk for hours to get to the village. It was the thought of all those who can no longer get about that drove Huang Feng to build his road. His parents never wanted to leave the village where they were born. Today, they are elderly. There's no question of them going to visit distant relatives in other villages. Stricken by Alzheimer's disease, Huang Feng's mother can barely walk now. Her husband watches over her, but this situation cannot last very long.
We're glad that the road is being built. When there was no road, people who suffered from serious illnesses had to leave the village. So many villagers are gone. It was impossible to call an ambulance here. We'd manage as best we could to take sick people to hospital.
Isolated in the countryside, cut off from the modern world, people learned to take care of themselves. And the Yao minority made it their specialty. Dozens of roots and plants are still used in traditional Yao medicine.
These herbs are very good for the body.
Huang Feng's father heals using plants, and his reputation is well established.
This is good medicine too, for external use.
For my illness, as well as medicine from the hospital, I also take the ancestral plants of our Yao community. Their main functions are to eliminate toxins and balance the other organs, like the spleen, the stomach, the lungs. These plants have beneficial effects.
These are honeysuckle flowers. They're very effective.
I use them every day in my bath, and also every day to make tea. Initially, when I found out I was sick, I thought I had to finish what I wanted to do as quickly as possible. Because I know that if you have a healthy mind, the body feels better. If the mind is filled with sun, then there'll be sunshine everywhere.
The road advances meter after meter. But the driver will have to manage on his own today. Huang Feng has gone far into the mountains. To build his road, Huang Feng didn't hesitate to invest all his savings. And as that was not enough, he has even gone into debt. He has to work hard, despite the illness, and find the energy needed to carry on cutting wood.
I cut wood to pay back the money I borrowed in 2015 to build the road. I borrowed more than 13,000 euros. I still have 8,000 euros to reimburse.
It is time for Huang Feng to cut down trees that he planted 7 years ago. Papyrus grows fast, making it a profitable business. Once cut, it will be sold to the paper mills that thrive throughout the region. Each block of wood weighs between 30 and 50 kilos, yet this exhausting work is reserved for men. The money to be earned attracts everyone, and the woodcutting season only lasts 2 months.
Put it on top.
In these mountains, the road has come to relieve men's suffering, and there's nothing like trucks for transporting wood.
Before the road was built, we had to carry the trunks on our shoulders or on horses. Yes, horses, or the shoulder. It was very hard as I was making no profit.
The new road that Yuan Feng built will allow him to exploit other lands on the other side of the valley. He thus hopes to generate new revenue streams for his family, which they will need when he's no longer there. After cutting the wood, the soil must be cleaned and fertilized. So they burn the earth, then the young shoots are replanted. And in a few years' time, adult-sized trees will be cut and sold in turn. With the arrival of the road, profound changes are taking place before our eyes. Lands until now inaccessible are becoming suitable for cultivation. The farmers earn more money, but they see their mountains gradually going up in smoke. The 40 families who live in the village of Xiao Jiang have gathered at Yuan Feng's sisters. Everybody gets busy preparing the tofu or soybean curd. An important feast is coming up, and Yuan Feng is very involved in its organization.
I want to leave happiness for my family and friends. I don't even want to think of them being sad. I don't want to see them crying over me. I want to see them happy. Will you finish that? If not, you can give me a bit. I'll give you some back.
Yuan Feng is a figure in the village. Everyone knows he's sick and everyone supports him. Tonghui has taken off her wet weather gear. Road building is interrupted as the feast of the temple begins today. This religious feast is very important to the Yao, an animist feast which each year brings together dozens of families from the surrounding area.
Each time I see my daughter or other villagers putting on the Yao costumes, I think it's so beautiful. I feel so happy.
This year, Huang Feng is proud to host the event in his village, and because of his illness, the feast will take on a special flavor. The road is not yet finished. Next year, if all goes well, even more of them will come to celebrate the cult of ancestors. In the Taoist religion practiced by the Yao, souls are part of everyday life. Each individual possesses several souls. If one of them leaves the body, the person falls ill. If several souls escape, the situation becomes critical. The lost souls must be caught as soon as possible. Bu Kuan-mian, a Yao shaman, will see to this by praying and by sending the spirits messages written on bamboo papers.
At the end of the ceremony, we invite all the gods to come into our temple, as well as all of our next of kin, because among my next of kin, I also had a brother. He died at the age of 18. I imagine that if he'd lived, he'd have really been able to help me. I wouldn't have been so tired.
It's late afternoon, the villagers are holding their breath. Despite the paralyzing cold and the rain making everything slippery, they couldn't talk Huang Feng out of climbing the mast, which is more than 20 meters high. Huang Feng is a fighter, so there's no way he would give up his job of installing the wick, which at nightfall will make the heavenly lights shine.
I'm glad that the tradition is still firmly present in our generation. There are so many people here. Everyone's very happy. We take advantage of the temple to meet up and talk about many things. It brings us together. I think that's a good thing.
It's been 2 months since construction of the road began. But the torrential rains that have been falling for several days have made the river flood. A piece of mountain was carried away, and the new road was taken with it. It all has to be done over again. Work for the digger was tricky because it had to stay away from the river and hack into the mountain even more deeply.
When will you start your studies again?
Don't worry about my studies.
Hurry up and eat. Then we have to get back to work.
Okay.
The rain's falling constantly. And it's cold, too.
Gradually, the building of the road has taken a very special place in the heart of Hongfeng. He wants to see the task through to the end.
Construction of the road is a gift from my family, but at the same time I wanted it too. As long as I'm alive. For a little village. I wanted to take part in building a road. As our President Xi Jinping said, a Chinese dream for everyone. He said he wanted all citizens. That everyone should have a happy life. Even if our government does what it can, it's also up to us to act. We all must work hard and make an effort to accomplish our great Chinese dream. Even though I'm just a farmer and don't have many abilities, I do what I can for our little village. I take my responsibility seriously. At the same time, I regret not knowing how much time I have left. I will do my best while having as few regrets as possible. Yes, okay. Lift it a little higher.
Dad? Do you want more tea?
Yes.
There is still 1 kilometer of road to be built. A kilometer, an eternity. Huang Feng has perhaps overestimated his strength. Exhaustion takes over. The illness catches up with him. This morning, Huang Feng must go to the hospital in Nanning for tests. A 600-kilometer round trip in one day is tiring, especially as this new train has few free seats, as they're sold so cheaply.
We're lucky today. We bought standing tickets, but we're sitting down.
You're right.
It's as if these seats were meant for us. I think it's like a person. When we leave on a trip, sometimes it's for a long time, sometimes it only lasts a second. My life is the same. I came into the world, and I can leave later, or I can leave sooner. Hello, doctor. Hello.
It's been 3 months since we met. How do you feel?
All right.
His illness was diagnosed as primary liver cancer. It's a serious illness. Although the disease is being treated, we do find there's still a high rate of recurrence and mortality.
For such a serious illness, the life expectancy of 50% of patients doesn't exceed 5 years. But in his case, it's very difficult to predict how much time he will live. It's hard to say.
Wan Yangfeng has a positive attitude and many things to do. He can thus put his cancer to one side and ignore it. And that may have a beneficial effect on him. He'll recover better.
The scanner didn't reveal any worrying signs. Even though he could afford to pay a small fortune for every test, Huang Feng is hanging onto his road as one hangs onto life.
There's no point in spending more money. If I have money, it must be used to make roads and improve the streets in my village. That'll be better for the next generation. And even for us, if we live a few decades more.
The hustle and bustle of the New Year's preparations have gripped the town of Yongfu. Throughout China, it's a huge event at which all families come together to celebrate.
How much does this cost?
€2. Everything is €2.
This is €8. Can you do me a better price?
How many do you want?
I'll pay €8 for the lot. Agreed?
No, I don't agree.
If I don't buy them, who will?
I'll send them back.
You'll keep them for next year.
Yeah, for you.
I'd like 2 ducks.
2.
Yes.
2 big ducks?
Sorry?
2 fat ducks?
Fat ones are good. Look at the feathers.
Yuan Feng made a promise to himself, finish the road in time for the new year, and enable dozens of families to come to Xiao Jiang. A little more patience. Just a few hundred meters more, and Xiao Jiang would be open to the world.
Stop, that's fine. The road is finally ready. Now cars as well as people can come through here.
Yes, even a big car can come through here.
This is an historic moment for our small village.
A colossal project for just one man comes to an end. More than 3 months' hard toil, despite the fatigue and the bad weather. 5 kilometers through the Guangxi Mountains. A small stretch on the scale of China, but a great deal of hope for the villagers of Xiao Jiang.
I didn't think I'd still be able to smile after building that road.
Tireless entrepreneur, Yuan Feng wasn't just content with building a new road. Taking advantage of the arrival of the digger in the village, he finished the digging of a pond close to his house. Once again, he's preparing for his family's future.
This year, I could earn money with this pond and use it to begin an organic breeding project. Let the fish grow naturally and then sell them at a better price. It'll supplement my income.
Dad, the pond is finished. Are you happy?
It's not quite finished. When we've finished, we'll be able to put lots of plants around it.
And there we'll plant trees.
It's so beautiful now.
I imagine we'll be able to swim this summer.
Yes, we'll be able to jump into the water and climb out and jump in and climb out. And when we're tired, we can grill the fish we've caught.
Yes.
All my past dreams have come true, and that's always been the case. I would like all my projects to gradually come to fruition. I'd like this place to become really beautiful.
In the Chinese mountains, as in everyone's heart, Yuan Feng has plowed his furrow and left a way for future generations to follow. All the villagers can now take advantage of the open road. For the village of Xiao Jiang, a revolution is underway.
Before, it was a narrow little path that was very difficult to climb. Back then, there was no means of transport. You had to walk. That's life, no?
As if by miracle, at the dawn of a new year, Xiao Jiang is reborn. Never have so many decorated the pediment of their houses. In China, the color red means great, and there's red everywhere. It is the omen for a prosperous year. In Yuan Feng's house, a fresh poster of Chairman Mao replaces last year's model. But agreement must be reached on where to put it.
This year's a bit special. Because my health is fragile, it's not like before. Before this year, I didn't think about it or even feel such emotions. I want to appreciate each day, each year. I feel really happy with my family and the villagers. You want some more? Everyone raise their glass. Health and prosperity for the new year. Good fortune and happiness to everyone. Oh, it started. Do you mind turning the sound up? In 20 years, we're sure our village will grow bigger. In 20 years, our elders will no longer be here, but people of 50 or 60 will have become old. They will all have returned because their roots are here, from generation to generation. They will come back to exploit the mountains, using the road that we built. The mountains are beautiful, water is beautiful, and the people are good, aren't they? In 20 years, the village of Xiao Jiang will be very pretty. I'm sure it'll be fantastic. Foreigners and people from all over China will come to visit us.